trust your crypto assets to centralized exchanges that actively sell your private information and front-run your trades? Would you like to buy and sell your assets without any middlemen, intermediaries, or robots? Do you like paying slippage, fees, and having the price go up as bots steal from you on low-liquidity decentralized exchanges? The solution is rejuve.ai. Set your guaranteed buy or sell price. No middlemen, no slippage, no bots, ever. Buy or sell 1, 10, or even 10 million tokens, and you never have to worry. OTC trades are between you and the seller or buyer, guaranteed by audited smart contracts and no human middlemen. Nodemarket.io.
I don't know what it is.
Look at them turkeys.
Those turkeys look even better today, don't they?
Super turkeys. Man, okay. Let's say, other than the obvious Mrs. Lincoln, how was the election?
I'm going to throw some AI on the chat for us. Here we go.
That's great.
He just did like...
I like how he's looking at the blank side of the paper.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because the AI switches it on accident. We have some reactions.
For those that don't know what almost everybody here was here last night, I'm sure, but what I thought was the prize, what I went into this election hoping for was, it'd be cool if Trump won, but what we need, and I just say we, is in the crypto space, regulatorily, we need the House and we need the Senate.
So we got the Senate though, right? It's pretty much checkmarked.
The Senate not only got it, like destroyed it.
By like 3 seats or something, right? Like,
yes.
Really good.
Yes.
Yeah.
And,
really good.
And kept the House.
Yes.
Yeah, Mitch McConnell was on this morning and he was like, this is, I mean, he almost wanted to pull his pants down and dick slap people. He was so like, this is a win. This is a victory. So that was good. I mean, you couldn't have asked for anything better, including the scared rabbit way that Kamala dealt with everything yesterday. And also, I'll tell you another thing. They were so smug. They were so smug that the Democrats, oh, we've got this. We've got, especially, maybe I'm sensing it more because I'm here in LA, where everybody was like, oh, it's a guaranteed thing. And I'm like, you mother effers don't understand math, do you? You don't understand math. And math, apparently math matters, Brandon.
Well, that was actually one of the funnier things that I saw last night after they called it. Like, I was watching NBC, ABC, CBS after we got off stream, right? I was watching all of them, and all of them were like in sync, just like, well, we got to figure out why these pollsters got it wrong. We don't understand. What are they doing wrong? Like, how were they that far off when Polymarket was so clear that Trump was going to win? But like, all these pollsters were way off. They were way off. And they're just like, well, we just can't figure it out. We can't. Why did they poll so bad with Trump?
They can't figure out anything. These news agencies are they ask the questions they want the answers to. Brandon, is your favorite color blue or light blue?
Yeah, that's their polling.
We polled all of America and they're all blue. America is completely blue. Like, well, yeah, I guess, man, if you limit like the way, if you ask the questions in a way that you get the answer that you want, bro. But like, just being reasonable and looking at those candidates, that's all you have to do. You don't have to know anything about politics. Just listen to them for 10 minutes. Trump could say the most ridiculous things, but you're okay with it because Kamala said nothing, ever, nothing. She was a vacant wind bag. She was a saran wrap bag, like just nothing burger. So it is what it is, bro. Is that chick really crying?
Yeah, like this is a whole thread of just people falling apart.
She trying to wipe the tattoos off of her face?
This is so
Good
funny.
decision making, by the way, when you tattoo your face. Well done.
This is a post. This is fun. Kamala Harris is the strongest candidate that the Dems have ever run, even stronger than Obama. I don't understand how she could be losing at this point.
Well,
This
no,
is
not
utter.
stronger. Not stronger.
This
Not
is
stronger.
the blind arrogance and ignorance
Yeah.
to a like. Did they not watch one word she spoke? Then, or just are you lying to yourself? Is that what it is? Plus, I want to see all those people leave the country that promised they were going to leave the country.
No, Tracy. She was supposed to speak last night. What happens
Yeah.
is this is a Hillary trend. This is a recent trend. Is when you know you're getting it handed to you, you just disappear. And that's why that guy came out and gave that really embarrassing, like, well, we'll see you tomorrow. Like, no, that's not what a candidate does. That's trying to be.
Oh my gosh.
Like, come on, man.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, they even like NBC said this was not normal for her to not come out and at least she had a crowd waiting. Well, it was at the very top of this thread. Very top of this thread. If I go all the way back up here.
Who was there, and she wasn't about to come out during, what I would have said is I would have come out and I would have said, listen, this would have been a good opportunity for her to say, listen, whatever America says, we're going to do, and we're going to support it. And if America chose us, then that's amazing. And if they didn't, then we're going to support that. Like, just like, you only get a few chances in your life to do the right thing. That was one of them. She did not. And if anybody's curious, like, oh, well, I wonder if it was the right decision. It was the right decision because it was the decision. So, like, people can argue all they want. This wasn't close. Not really. Like, if you look at all the counties and even the states that went blue, look at the counties. It's clear that in a few little spots, people were distinctly Harris. Everybody pretty much else was like, no way, man. And you see the rural America, like working class, people that get their hands dirty, that turn wrenches, but they were like, no, just no. And I don't think it was a girl thing either. This wasn't like we don't want a woman. This is we don't want this person. We don't want 4 more years of Bidenomics, whatever that is. Anyway, how it reduces to crypto is effing great. It's great. This is now, it doesn't mean everything's going to be perfect on day 1 in January. But look, man, this is the best. This is the best chance we have, because we could have even had Kamala win. But if this House and Senate, the House stayed red, the Senate went red. Remember, they had to flip some votes to get this. They flipped 4 or 5, right? 4. And there's still a couple coming. Yeah. There's still a couple coming in. They don't know. They might have 2 or 3 more. They don't know yet. So this makes it where when these bills to clean up the regulatory murk that exists over the crypto space, the reason that Bitcoin's not 200K right now and that Ethereum's not 9,000 is because it's so murky in the United States. Companies are running for cover. It's so fucking murky. And by the way, and that's what made me so angry about Ripple pushing all that money to Kamala. Fucking scumbags, those guys. But anyway,
yeah, doesn't that grind? Is Ripple down today? Is it the only one? I haven't even checked Ripple. I don't know. I don't care.
Anyway,
it should be the only one down today.
Okay, so it's going to make regulation the kind of regulation we need. What we need is clarity. No one knows what the rules are. That's dangerous.
Ooh. That's what we're going to do today. I have this list pulled up of all Trump's promises. We're going to go through and see what he's going to actually do. So that'll be fun.
Hey, wait, can I talk about the Ponzi scheme that is MicroStrategy first?
Let's do MicroStrategy in front of the wall, then let's go behind the wall. Screw it, because we got a lot of stuff.
You guys understand about this new Brandon? Real quick, explain this. Can you just tell people what MicroStrategy's newest ridiculous idea is?
Yeah, it's the 2121 plan. So they plan to buy $42 billion worth of Bitcoin.
Wait, did you say million? Did you say million?
Yeah, I screwed that up. No, or did I? 21 billion.
With a B.
42 billion. Yeah, with a B. So MicroStrategy wants to buy $42 billion worth of Bitcoin over the next few years. And his plan to do so is to issue $21 billion worth of dilutive stock So if you're a current shareholder, you're going to get your value slashed by being diluted. And I guess he's okay with this too because he's an 8% shareholder. But then he's going to issue another $21 billion in convertible notes, which is essentially like bonds or whatever. So that's going to be paid using yields and all this kind of stuff that he's kind of like
He's going to
wordplay.
borrow.
So
He's going to borrow and pump his bag. And
yeah, he's
okay,
going to borrow it. So yeah, that's his plan over the next few years. 42
it's
billion.
so stupid. So I found a pretty great article which had me giggling, called MicroStrategy's $42 billion BTC buy gives Ponzi schemes a bad name, which is so appropriate. So MicroStrategy, it isn't a question anymore. They're doing it. And I don't know if they're going to get all the way to, I can't imagine that they'll get all this money unless through some back door they're getting cash from somebody like State Street or BlackRock or something like that. It's the only way I could see this working because MicroStrategy, and I'm gonna read it, as a company is a fail. The company is a fail.
Well, this is GameStop, right? So this is exactly what GameStop almost probably should have done.
This is worse than GameStop. I mean, so anyway, MicroStrategy's raising. It is similar in a way because GameStop raised a bunch of money and their company is dead.
It's similar.
Dead. Yeah. So they're raising $42 billion to inflate the price of Bitcoin because, I mean, if Michael Saylor doesn't do it, who else will? You could argue that retail will slowly, but he wants to do it now. So on October 30th, they released their Q3 financial report card. Did anybody see MicroStrategy's report card? Their Q3. Let me read it to you, and you tell me if they pass. It reveals a sharp decline in revenue from its formerly core business, which is intelligence software. That's what intelligence software. You're like, well, what does that mean? It means software that's intelligent. Okay, but what does that mean? Software. What is it? Technology. What kind of technology? Mechanisms. You just want to slap the piss out of these dudes because it's all word soupy bullshit. They don't do anything. Anyway,
this article's funny.
Their expenses and net losses saw significant increases. Software revenue for the 3 months ending September 30th fell 10.3% year on year, while the rising cost of revenue resulted in a net loss of $18.5 million.
Oh my gosh.
So this is a loser. A loser is a loser, right? But MicroStrategy stopped focusing on its own software business when our
no, you forgot the best part. But who's kidding?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, what do we?
Anyway,
MicroStrategy had business intelligence, nothing. This is a gambling firm. They stopped focusing on software business when Saylor began his campaign to acquire every Bitcoin out there in the wild. As of September 30th, MicroStrategy held 252,220 Bitcoin on its balance sheet, worth around $18.3 billion as of October 29th. Although Bitcoin's price has tumbled since then due to uncertainty over the U.S. election outcome, which it's not now this second because
they're okay for now.
Which remained undetermined at the time writing. Saylor has been funding his Bitcoin acquisitions with billions of dollars worth of new equity and debt. This is the part that's sketchy because when you think about it, this is not his money. It's fake money. It's not fake money. It's real money, but it's fleeced from public markets and debt. None of it's his. He has nothing but an idea. Well, now he has tons of money because these idiots have made him rich. Anyway, his latest plan is one for the ages. On October 30th, he announced a plan to sell up to 21 billion of its Class A common stock. So everybody else, you're getting your asses diluted. The proceeds of this sale will be used to acquire more Bitcoin based on MicroStrategy's new self-proclaimed identity as the world's first and largest Bitcoin treasury company, which that's not a thing. The initials of that identity, in case you missed it, are BTC. MicroStrategy software business has a slogan of intelligence everywhere, although the everywhere part doesn't seem to include Michael Saylor's office. Turns out that the 21 billion share sale is only half of the 2121, which Brandon also talked about. The company will also raise 21 billion worth of fixed income securities to buy more Bitcoin. On October 29th, the day before MicroStrategy announced the 2121 suicide pact, its share prices were trading at 258. By November 4th, the price slid to 222. in the slide, that was kind of running along Bitcoin's falling price. And I think that this is just a weird kind of Bitcoin ETF at this point. I don't know. These guys contend that people are starting to suss out Michael Saylor's bullshit. I'm not so sure. I don't think people do suss that he's a psychopath. I think that they're behind him.
Yeah, they're behind him. It's like a cult following at this point, right?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
The impression wasn't helped by MicroStrategy CEO Fong Li revealing on the Q3 analyst call that the 2121 plan is based on Douglas Adams' The Hitchhiker Guide to the Galaxy, in which the answer to the ultimate question of life and the universe and everything is the number 42.
What?
Lee said that MicroStrategy believes, no, this is true. He said it on a call. Why their stock is not zero, I don't know. Anyway, Lee and MicroStrategy believe that 42 is a unique number with some special characteristics. It's the sum of 21 plus 21. And we all know that 21 is a magical number in the world of Bitcoin, giving the maximum number of BTC tokens 21 million. Ooh. Returning to the planet, Lee celebrated the fact that the proposed 21 billion at the market equity program is the largest at the money in history of capital markets. I want to say that again. Their equity offering is the largest at the money offering in the history of capital markets. So to make it 42 billion, MicroStrategy aims to raise 10 billion in 2025, 14 billion in 2026, and a further 18 billion in 2027. The hyper concentration of Bitcoin in the hands of few, MicroStrategy already owns 1.2% of all the Bitcoin that will ever be, may not be the brilliant strategy Saylor thinks it is, and will indeed depend on magical thinking that number go up. Now, I think number will go up. So I think Michael Saylor is going to accidentally be correct. Or let me just say it this way. He's not going to be correct. He's going to be on the right side of this, whatever we call this whole sloppy ass, Ponzi ass trade kind of thing.
Oh, I think so too. He's going to do great.
Yeah. His hyper animated optimism regarding Bitcoin's growth potential seems to ignore that he's largely responsible for the gains that Bitcoin has enjoyed this year. As one confirmed Goldbug put it, Saylor is the Eggman who doesn't realize he's practically BTC's entire market. Now, that's not accurate.
I don't think that's true. That's not true all the way.
This is someone that's kind of a Bitcoin hater, but I'm okay with that for the sake of this their opinion piece, right? It's an opinion. That's their opinion. Two other factors combined to keep Bitcoin's price artificially high. First, block reward miners have begun mimicking Saylor's HODL strategy by borrowing hundreds of millions of dollars to buy existing Bitcoin rather than endure the cumbersome and increasingly unprofitable process of actually mining new ones. This is a slow version of the Hunt brothers cornering the silver market. Do you remember that? I mean, we weren't alive, but do you remember the story? So
what is this?
Matter of fact, Brandon, look up the Hunt brothers corner the silver market. This was an incredible thing that played out over the course of about a week. And it is a big deal.
This is in the Bitcoin Standard. They told this story in the Bitcoin Standard, right?
Yes, this is a big deal
in that book.
In the precious metal markets and industry. This is lore. This happened, and
I do remember this a little bit now that you mentioned
this got so crazy that the government went over the weekend and changed the rules in these markets to shut down the Hunt brothers. So they cornered the silver market. Does he have a little explanation of what happened? Because that's
I'm trying to get like a good synopsis. No, it's kind of long and drawn out. They'll tell the whole story.
Hey Siri, how did the Hunt brothers corner the silver market?
Ooh, maybe I can get ChatGPT to summarize it quicker.
The Hunt brothers attempted to corner the silver market by buying up large amounts of silver contracts. They were buying silver contracts, which gave them the right to purchase silver at a set price in the future. As they continued to buy contracts, the price of silver began to rise. They started to accumulate physical silver as well. The Hunt brothers' actions caused panic in the market. Many investors began buying silver in fear of a shortage. The price of silver skyrocketed from $6 an ounce to $50 an ounce.
Oh.
Yep. In January of 1980. However, the bubble eventually burst and the price of silver plummeted, causing widespread financial losses. Now,
that can't happen though with Bitcoin.
They gloss over some things. the government over a weekend changed the laws so that they could they basically illegalized what the Hunt brothers. There's nothing they did that was illegal. And then over a weekend, like a long weekend, the government met and said, we got to make it illegal. Like right now, there's more to it than that, but that's the basis of it. And so if you think a thing won't happen, don't be so sure. And no, Freeze, I don't hold physical. I have silver because it looks cool. I have some cool coins. Like I have a 500-ounce silver coin. That's like,
wow.
It's badass, heavy as hell. It was 500 ounces. But no, I don't. No. No, sorry, it's not 500. It's this big. It's like 100 ounce. I think it's 100-ounce silver coin. It's like this. It's big. Anyway, so is this exactly the same? It's similar. Yeah, it's not 500. It's 100. It's 100. It's 100-ounce, big, thick Moby Dick coins. Badass. Anyway, I'm not going to go into the rest of this because it is kind of a funny little article, but essentially I will just say that critical observers have labeled Saylor's BTC binge a stock market amplified Ponzi scheme in which he buys Bitcoin to bid up his company's share price. He then uses that inflated valuation to borrow more billions to buy more Bitcoin, which pumps Bitcoin's price, which causes the company's share price to rise. Then he uses the higher valuation to borrow more cash to buy more Bitcoin. This is a Ponzi scheme. That's exactly what this is. We've been saying this for years. I don't know why. And you know what? Look, is it going to make us money? Yes. Is it healthy? It's not illegal until it is. Well, my guess is if he falls afoul with regulators, this could become a problem.
Could be.
This could become a problem. I don't know what happens now, but I know that first of all, he ain't going to get 21 billion nothings. No one's going to give him that much money. They're like, no, dude. I'm not going to, I'll just go buy the BlackRock's ETF. Like, why would I get, and he's like, oh, well, because I'm trading 2-to-1. And then people would say, but why? Why are you trading at that multiple? Why? Your company's losing money. You have staff, you have employees, you have a big fucking paycheck that we have to pay you. Like, we don't have to do any of those things. We pay 12 basis points to BlackRock. When the teaser rate's over with, by the way, teaser rate of 0, then we will pay 12 basis points. Why on earth would we pay you at some weird multiple? That's gonna eventually be arbitrage, right? Like it has to. It has to be. Anyway, that's where I'm at. I just thought that was funny. It is a big Ponzi scheme, but it's probably a Ponzi scheme that in the near term is going to do quite well for us. Should we go behind the wall?
I think so.
Whew, boy, 20 minutes comes fast.
I think too, like if more companies do this, then that could be a little bit better. I don't like that only one company's doing this, but if 100 companies do this, I'm okay with it.
I think it's okay to buy these assets as a hedging treasury function. But I think there should be limits on what you can do at a company when your company's no longer that company. Same thing with GameStop. When does someone step in and say, hey, man, you raised money in the public markets for this company, and this company doesn't exist. You need to shut the doors down and start a new company. The new company is Michael Saylor's Bitcoin Gamble.com.
GameStop, they have a new plan today too.
What are they going to do? Buy Bitcoin?
No, they're doing trading cards now.
What the shit?
I think that's what I saw this morning. Yeah, they should buy Bitcoin, but they're not. Anyway, because they raised all that. It was $5 billion they raised or something through that. Like as soon as it popped up, they issued a bunch of stock of that new value. It was the same thing. Like if they don't get in trouble, why would MicroStrategy even close to get in trouble? So
I mean, at least MicroStrategy has the asset of Bitcoin.
Yes, exactly. They just rampage cash, and now the stock has no value.
I don't understand who would give him money. That's the thing that boggles my mind. Why would someone give him money? They're like, "Hey, I'll sell you $1 for $1.20." What?
Yeah, I mean, basically, yeah, that's what it is.
No. It's I'll sell you $1 for $2.75. Well, hell yeah, Michael, sign me up.
Yeah.
What? Anyway,
let's go behind the wall.
Let's go behind the wall. Get behind the wall.
Let's touch on some
behind the wall stuff. Get all that behind the wall stuff.
Ooh, and markets. That's going to be fun today.
Oh, yeah.
We're going behind the proverbial wall now to continue the broadcast privately for the digital investors and digital private clients. If you'd like to join us, simply go to nickblacknext.com and subscribe to one of our plans and immediately take advantage of our library of tools, tactics, and information. It's all designed to help you learn, grow, and manage your portfolio like a pro. Join us now.